What if the strongest leaders, the most effective, respected, trusted, successful, what if they aren't alphas? I'm Hector. And after years of leading teams and taking on big challenges across the public and private sectors, I've generally been known as someone with a strong personality, someone who can handle tough situations, tough people, and rightly or wrongly, I've done things the way that I believe in. But I've never tried to dominate or control while in those roles. I've certainly never believed in the idea of being an alpha. If anything, it's the opposite. Yet lately, I keep seeing ads for camps and retreats and courses promising to break us down and build us up as alphas, convincing us that unless we fit this very specific way of being, we're not good enough. And given the stressors of mental health and all the things that affect us, I think it's critical as leaders to address this issue once and for all. It's been festering in the so called manosphere for a long time, but now it's bleeding beyond that. And no matter what is pushed on us, we know that a man, woman, or however you identify, anyone can be a great leader when called upon. And that's the key. Leadership happens when you're called upon, not when you declare dominance. The best leaders I've seen understand that leadership is service to others. No one cares about how you open a bottle of water or how you walk in a room. What they care about is how you live your values, your morals, your philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, wartime general, philosopher, and Roman emperor, said this of the standard he held himself. He said, make sure you're not made emperor. Avoid the imperial stain. Keep yourself simple, good, pure, saintly, plain, a friend of justice, gracious, affectionate, and strong for your proper work. Nothing in there about being intimidating, bossy, or domineering. And yet, 2,000 years later, we still look to him as the model of leadership. That is a legacy. Another issue with this whole alpha obsession is the uniformity it sells. These promoters all look the same, talk the same, sell the same narrow definition of success. But here's the irony: alphas don't follow. And in reality, they may not even exist. Much of the pseudoscience behind this concept comes from a debunked research project from 50 years ago that it misinterpreted wolf pack behavior and then incorrectly applied it to humans, which are completely different species. And sure, many of us imagine the powerful gorilla, lion, wolves as what power should be. But biologists will tell you that when alpha gets too aggressive, too selfish, or stops serving the group will correct them, expel them, and even kill them. Their role is to protect harmony, peace, prosperity, to serve the group, even at a personal sacrifice. And when the time comes to pass that responsibility on, that is leadership, a calling to service. And sure, as CEO, you must be strong, strategic, and focused, but you also have to be the chief bottle washer. You sweep the floors. You listen when someone on your team is struggling. You correct behavior, but with grace and understanding, just as someone once did for you. Marcus Aurelius also said, waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be one. You could say he was also talking about strength, that we don't need to define who or what it is, but simply be. Leadership isn't about how loudly you walk into a room. You don't need the title of alpha. Be something more powerful. Be the person people follow because they believe in you, because you make them better, because you lead with purpose, not performance. Be that person, and you'll be the alpha and the omega for anyone searching for a leader worth following.